Hello, folks, and welcome back to MLB The Show 19 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, well, goodness, it has been 2 months since I put the channel on hiatus, and I feel like I owe you a little explanation, because I know you're all out here. Tyrant, what's been going on? I've forgotten how to throw a pitch. You missed the World Series. What the heck? Well, see, it's like this. I moved. So, I've been spending the last 2 months leaving my house of something like 15 years and moving into a new place. So, yeah, a lot of stuff to move out, a lot of stuff to pack, a lot of stuff to haul, and I've only just got to the point where I can actually sit down and make some good videos again. So, that's where we're at, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to keep up the production here. Now, yes, did miss the World Series, and I was very excited about that, the games on the field. Washington Nationals won their first ever franchise World Series championship, which is very exciting for them. Good for Washington. Heartbreaker for the Astros fan base, but honestly, screw the team a little bit based on the news that's been coming out and some of the decisions they've made. But regardless, that's real baseball. Let's get back into baseball with Jason Parham. Last time out, he faced off against the Brewers at home, went 6 2/3 innings, allowed 2 runs on 5 hits, collected only 3 strikeouts, and got a no decision on the day. And I don't remember whether or not we won or lost that one. Looks like we did win it, but maybe only just. So let's get out here and get into some more trouble, see if I can actually remember how to play this stupid game. Okay, bullpen day, what have we got? It's been a long time since I've done any of this, so let's see what we can do here. Work on that 5th pitch a little bit. Fielding cap could be a possibility. Work on the a couple things. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick with cut, control, and walks per 9, I guess. Kind of struggling for ideas here. And we get a clubhouse day too. Who do we want to work with? Let's work with some more with Francisco Mejia. Try to get to be bros, or is it bros? Yeah. Get to be bros with our main catcher here. Baseball is a humbling game. You'll get your groove back. Not a question. And that should bring us out here against the New York Mets in Philadelphia. Now, Jason has faced off against the Mets a grand total of 8 times, has a 5-0 record against them, a 1.41 ERA, and a 3.04 WOBA. Good numbers against his former team. Jason was with the Mets for the better part of a year, I believe. And hopefully we can continue that strong streak with Jason's new team. Now, let's get out here and get it.
From the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball on the show next. Jason Parham, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, his last one was good. I'm sure he'd like to pitch a little bit better. Was able to get into the 7th inning. Got a no decision in his last one. He needs to get off to a good start here to try to get him and the team in the win column.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Travis Jankowski.
All right, let's get into it to start the game. 12 pitches or less and no runs. Let's go. Travis Jankowski on the plate to start off for the Mets. First pitch, change up, bottom part of the zone. He's going to lay down a bunt, but it's going to roll foul.
This is foul for the first strike.
No such luck for Janko up there. Got a career 647 OPS, which translates to a 279 WOBA. Not great, not terrible, but, you know, certainly better results than some other players have had against Jason in the past.
The windup and the 0-1. High and deep to center field.
Oh, goodness.
Ranging back to the track. But he has
Well, they're going
no
to field
chance
that
to
one
make
off the
play.
wall.
It's
Janko's going for 3. Travis Jankowski lead off triple here. Not the way I wanted to come back to the game, but, you know, that's what happens. You get, give it a little bit of time. They have plenty of pop in those bats. But regardless, that's going to be Travis Jankowski over on third base, and that'll bring up Rich Olson on the plate.
And now, Rich Olson.
Two-seamer down and in, taken for strike 1. Another one, bottom part of the zone, taken or swung on for strike 2. Call now is for a slider outside the zone.
Here's the 0-2.
Well, it was outside the zone, Jay. I can say that much.
Umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much.
That's a pop fly to second base, and they've got it for the first out of the inning.
You're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, who stands out to you?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's an absolute ribby machine. Top 5 of the NL and RBIs right now. So obviously he's a big part of this offense, and we'll see what he has in store in this one.
So digging in now, Chet Ellis.
And there's that Rolly Fingers mustache again. Chet Ellis. They got some real characters on this team.
Here comes the first pitch.
Two-seamer up in the zone, taken for strike 1.
Hey, let it rip one time.
Another one up and in, or up and away. Taken, strike 2.
You got to find a way to put something in the outfield.
Gosh, you know what I could really use right now? Some Showtime pitches. Gosh, I wonder what happened to that.
Belt or above, you got to swing.
Changeup just below the zone, taken, ball 1. Not really being very aggressive here.
Really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Cutter coming up and in, and just about got him on the elbow. That is ball 2. Chops the cutter, or the changeup, down for another go. 2-2 count.
Now a ball
fouls off the two-seamer down and away. Stays alive. Well, that's 12 pitches there. We're still in this one. Swung on and missed. That'll be a strikeout. First one on the day for Jason, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on
Ruben
how deep
Street.
he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going
19
down
career plate appearances against Jason. Got a career 263 batting, OBP, and slugging percentage, meaning that he's only ever had singles against Jason. See if we can't keep him to that.
Here's the 1-0.
Changeup just below the zone. Good-looking pitch, but he took it for ball 2.
Right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of
3-0 count.
from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attacks that pitch.
That's a foul ball.
To do major damage.
Right field stands, and that'll be a 3-1 count now for Jason. Francisco Mejia calling for a two-seamer down and in. Or down and away, excuse me.
Come on, baby. See it up, drive
And he missed with
And
it
he's
there,
going to take
ball
it for ball
It's a
4.
two-out walk with the runner still at third.
Jason, not very commonly giving up walks, of course, but given the situation, I think this is not as bad as it could be.
4 with a two-bagger in yesterday's game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Two-seamer down. Come on, Jay. Find that zone, please.
And he
Fouls off the cutter up and in. Say for a 1-1 count. Calls now for a changeup down and in.
Hey, let it fly right here.
The set and the 1-1.
They called that one. Not really sure why. Seemed like I had some better pitches than that got called balls, but ump's gonna ump. Saw some questionable officiating in the World Series. Oh no! Oh no, slider, bottom part of the zone, taken by Javier Baez to end the inning. No runs across for the Mets despite that leadoff triple from Travis Jankowski. And that'll bring the Phils up to bat, bottom of the first.
Striding in, Kyle Farmer. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home.
Philadelphia takes the 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first, and Jason comes out here to defend it. Top 2, let's get it. We got Kyle Farmer on the dish right now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
333 average.
Oh,
no.
Forget about it.
That one is gone.
Off the inning.
Kyle Farmer, first pitch he sees, he likes it. He sends it out of the ballpark. And that's going to tie the game just like that.
Shot down the line in left. 6th home run on the season.
107 miles an hour off the bat. That one was crushed.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not.
Yeah, I remember that batting stance anywhere. It's J.J. Harrell. I think we last saw him on the Midland Rockhounds. But he has fought his way up through the minors, and he is in the show. So it's good to see you. See if we can't wreck you just like we did back in the minors.
9 homers and 25 driven in.
Curveball down and in, taken. Ball 1.
No outs, nobody on.
Third curveball in a row called by Francisco Mejia.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2.
The check swing, but he goes around, says the ump, and that is strike 2. Curveball number 4 in the at-bat.
The 1-2.
He's going to ground that into the gap. Nope. It's going to be caught by the second baseman. Nice stretch at first base to make the out, and that'll be out number 1.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle.
So we got Felipe Velasquez, Adrian Sanchez, Victor Gutierrez, and Maikel Franco infield. Raymond Cortez, Eric Otska, Andrew Stevenson outfield. Chance Cisco, behind the dish, and on the bump, as usual, Mr. Jason Parham.
Digging in,
Brian Quinones.
First delivery
Give him a two-seamer down, first pitch. Lazily hit down the first base line, but that's real foul.
1 out, nobody on.
Give him another one, same spot. Chops it down. That one rolls back to Jason almost.
A windup
Give him
and
a changeup down and in. That one's into play.
Can't come up with it.
And it's a foot race.
So
E3.
problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Yeah, so good play. Or good ball hit into play, but
One in, 1 out, and 1 on here.
oh, I've already forgotten his name. Velasquez did not make the play. So we got runner on first, 1 out. Robert Gazelman at the. I feel like I screwed that up. Robert Gazelman on the dish.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
He's a pitcher, of course, so he's going to boont.
But a foul ball here, 0-1.
Boonter's going to boont.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Hops up.
Pop that one up.
Velasquez is there, and he makes the catch.
Well, he makes that play, so that's a runner. That's the batter out, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Bringing back Travis Jankowski. So hopefully we won't give him another one to mash like last one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a
chops away the curveball first pitch for strike one.
Quinones leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. He's running.
He's running on the fastball, and Chance Cisco fumbles the handoff.
There will be no throw as he loses the handle there.
So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Got a pretty good hold of this high fastball last time, but this one's just going to drift into foul ground. Velasquez has got it, and that's going to end the innings. So Jason gives up a tater on the first batter he faces, but manages to hold it down despite the error to just the one hit and the one run. And speaking of which, here comes Jason up to bat. It's now 2-1. Phillies on top.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit toward the right side.
Ooh.
And this will get
soft liner right at the first baseman, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. So, Rich Olson back to bat, popped out first time around. Nothing else contributed by the Phillies in the last go-round. But they made up for Jason's little boo-boo with the home run. High fly ball to Stevenson in right field, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves.
So Phillies, 2.5 games back in the division behind Atlanta and Miami, tied in the top spot. And I guess we'll see how that plays out.
Digging in the switch hitter, Chet Ellis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Okay, Chet Ellis coming up.
Especially with runners in scoring position, those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Got struck out first time around. Let's see if he can't do it again.
On the inside corner for strike one.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate.
High fastball taken for ball one.
Now a ball and a strike.
Calls for a cutter down and away.
The 1-1 home.
Usually care for those, but it falls in for strike two.
Score here as we play inning number 3. This is hit the other way.
That's a high fly ball left field, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. So Ruben Street coming up, took a walk last time around.
Here's the cleanup hitter, Ruben Street. He drew a walk his first time up.
Ruben Street.
Here comes the
Give him a fastball down and away.
Swung on and
crushed it. Left field and out of here. Same guy in the stands as last time. So Jason gives up another dinger here in the third. Makes it a tie game once again. So they haven't got a heck of a lot of hits, one per inning, but they've been barreling it every time they touch it.
Hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a
cause for alarm, perhaps.
Second baseman.
Into the box.
There's really not much we can do about it except keep out here and keep pitching.
Changeup to him, drops in there for the first strike.
Curveball, or changeup there, excuse me, outside corner. Swung on, didn't follow through, but he still called for a strike.
0-1 count and the pitch.
Fastball top of the zone, fouled off. The bat person, or the ball person, going running for that one.
Get your picture, Jalen. Let's go, big dog. Good spot.
Give him a baby slider, cutter down and away.
Grounded up the first baseline.
Golfs that into foul ground on the right field side and stays at 0-2. Try it again. Whoa! Swung on that one, and he strikes out again. Inning over, but again, solo home run puts the Mets back in contention with a tie ball game going into the bottom of the third.
And we are tied 2-2.
We're back as the Phillies line up, readies for their third turn with the bats. And unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite
digging in to try it again, Kyle Farmer. He went
well, what are we going to try? We're going to try our usual efficiency, 12 or fewer.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile.
Cutter up and in is the first call for the first pitch. Chance Cisco takes it inside corner, or rather, Kyle Farmer takes it. Chance Cisco catches.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
Strike one. Dude at plate. What else do you need to know? High inside fastball just on the black, but still called a ball. Give him another one, same spot. Just off the black that time. That one is a legit ball.
Too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Slider just misses the corner there. So Jason kind of nibbling a little bit, not really going after this guy.
0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something.
Change up outside corner, right on the black again, but this time called for a strike. All right, fastball down in the zone, swung on and fouled away to stay alive. 3-2.
There you go. Left fly. 1-1.
Well, that's going to be right at the shortstop. Flips it over to Velasquez over at first, and that'll be the first out of the inning. At least he didn't mash another dinger.
J.J. Harrell, 0-1 for him here in this one.
J.J. Harrell.
Ready with the first pitch.
All right, fastball down in.
High fly ball out to straightaway
It's a pop
center.
fly,
Moving
center
under
field. Otsuka's got it.
Play, and there are two
That'll
gone
be
now.
the second out of the inning. Easy peasy,
Riding in
lemon
once
squeezy.
again, Ryan Quinones.
Ryan Quinones.
Here's the first pitch to him.
At the ball.
Good change up there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one.
Pitch up there.
Well, as I was saying, the officiating in the World Series became a point of some contention.
Here we go.
A couple of strange calls, couple of rules
The 1-1.
Applied controversially, perhaps.
Swing, and he sends a ball.
That's a big fly ball to left field, but it's going to be playable,
On the warning track,
and he's going to
makes
get
the
it to
catch.
end the inning.
Down in order go the Mets. On to the bottom of the fourth. This game's tied at 2-2. In now,
And here comes Jason again. Oh dear.
For one in the ball game.
Okay, Jay, bases loaded.
Here's a fastball upstairs.
Now would be a good time to get that grand slam you've always dreamed about.
You have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the
That's a liner. It's going to drop in center field, and that is going to drive home a run. Jason does it himself and gets himself back on top after allowing that home run, or those two home runs earlier. It's now bases loaded, 3-2, no outs, bottom four, and Gazelman looking a little bit shaky out here. That'll bring up Victor Gutierrez at shortstop. 0 for 2 on the night, but batting .300 on the year, 8 home runs, bunch of RBIs. And Jason gets to pat himself on the back for another RBI, another base hit.
Drilled down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner.
Well, Jason's going to have to make a play.
From second crosses the plate.
I thought they were going to, I thought Harrell there at third was going to make the play, but he was not trying to play for the run there. He was trying to prevent a run at home. So Jason goes first to third on that base hit up the line. And that puts us up 5-2 here in the fourth inning. Way to go.
Forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated.
They'll bring on Rafael Montero in place of Robert Gazelman. 6.04 ERA. And best of luck to you.
Now at the plate,
Here comes Andrew Stevenson, 1 for 2 with a run tonight.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this.
Inside pitch taken for ball 2.
Fire up that dugout.
All right, here we go now. Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
The 2-1 is taken. Ball
Another
3.
one.
Couldn't be a
Ball
whole
3.
lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Swing.
Took a hack at that one and wasn't able to connect. So Stevenson now 3-2.
Strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball.
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Ah, and they ring him up on the fastball on the inside.
That one badly on the mound. One away. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization.
I don't care about their prospects. Come on.
A couple of guys that have been playing very well.
Eric Otsuka coming up 1 for 1 on the day.
Takes this the other way to right.
That's a soft liner into right field. That's going to put Otsuka on first, and that's going to put, who was that, Stevenson? On third, and Jason comes around to run, or comes around to score a run after putting in an RBI single all by himself. Way to go. And coincidentally, here comes Rafael Montero to take his swings in the pitcher's slot. So let's go ahead and put him.
As we enter the middle innings, it's about time they get
Regional changeup, bottom part of the zone. Not exactly Jason's best day so far. 2 home runs, something like 57 pitches now through 4 full. But, you know, you take what you can get. Sawed him off there, and that is going to fall right in front of Chance Cisco. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Bringing up Travis Jankowski again.
Base is empty, and that'll bring up Travis Jankowski next. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Lest we forget, Jason is coming into this game with a less than 2 ERA, which is stellar by anybody's standards. So I think they ought to be able to forgive him a couple home runs. Not really striking out guys like he normally does. Or did, perhaps, with the Diamondbacks. Swung on that one, and that'll be strike 2. So 1-2 count here for the next pitch. High fastball to the outside corner.
Just a bit high
Put about where Cisco called for, but that's ball 2. And another one. It's a 3-2 count. Give him an inside 2-seamer.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
Yeah, and that's going to be off the corner, so that'll be ball 4 and another walk today. Uncharacteristic of Jason, multiple walks, multiple home runs. The fact that the Phillies are actually battering the Mets rather badly. Perhaps his soul-saving grace. He's going to make a run for it. Chance Cisco, it's a high throw, and unfortunately, Jankowski gets the steal off on him.
Following the one-out steal of second, and with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that.
All right,
category
one out.
in the
Travis
NL.
Jankowski on second base, and Rich Olson at the plate.
And a
Slider to the outside, taking 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have
Cutter
been
inside
very good.
corner,
And
taken,
those are
strike
two
one.
stone-cold takes right there that put himself
Another
in a
one
great
called, bottom
hitters
part of the zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Grounded
Fouls it off,
off to the
right field side.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Cutter to the outside corner, taken.
With the meat
It's
of
off
the
the
order
plate
due up
for
next,
ball
you can
3.
probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
A shot. First baseline.
That's going to be a foul ball, thankfully, because that was going hot down the right field line.
Right side. Hit hard.
That is going to get through the gap on the right field side, and that is going to be another base hit.
Second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Dan,
Okay,
after that
so
base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit
Jason got
streak going.
runner on
You know
first
what?
and
This
third with only one out.
Some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about.
Two-seamer,
6-game
gosh.
hitting streak so far.
Ump has given him nothing but grief today.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball. that
Oy,
misses.
oy, oy.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called the ball. 2-0 as an
Very,
offensive
very
player.
tight zone today.
It's
Curveball
almost
flipped in.
70% fastball.
Taken for
1-1.
strike one.
He opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
Right at the first baseman.
The tag, and he is out.
And that's going to be a double play, almost accidental, as Velasquez tags the runner on the rebound from that liner straight at the first baseman. So, Phillies still up 6-2 in the top of the fifth.
So
Going into the
striding
bottom.
forward now, Jason Parham
2 out,
singled his
no,
last shot.
nothing else in, and Montero still on the mound.
That right there, Dan.
Inside fastball taken, ball one.
A little bit more carefully this
You get a little bit better discipline than that. You got to give me a little credit. Oh, that was the one to hit, and I just missed it.
Get that foot down a little bit
I didn't
earlier.
just miss it, I missed it by a mile.
A 1-ball, 2
Another
strike
one
count
in
for
the
the
zone.
Phillies pitcher.
Swung on,
This guy
ball
obviously
2 or
feels
strike
he can
2.
move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
Got him swinging
Oof,
as he
that
rolls
one was off the
fastball
plate
by
though,
him
and
to
Jason
end
just
the
swings
inning.
right through it.
Nothing
Have a
doing
seat
here
and
this
get
half.
comfortable,
We're through
and then
5
get
here
back
at
out
the
here and
ballpark.
start pitching,
Phillies
Jason.
on top,
Time is money.
6-2.
Chop, chop.
Ruben Street.
Here comes Ruben Street. I can't show you that because of reasons. I've been told that I'm led to understand that the content ID rules for YouTube have gotten a little more lax recently, but I'm still not taking any chances. Two-seamer finally gets called for a strike.
The 1-1.
This ump is seeming to want me to throw it in the heart of the zone. It's popped up into foul ground. Thankfully, Citizens Bank Park has some fairly generous foul ground here. Okay. That was kind of a lob throw, but that is the first out of the inning.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Fastball to Javier Baez.
Popped him up. And that'll get down.
That's
for
a
base hit.
soft liner over the head of the third baseman, so he's going to get on base on that one. Avoids the hat trick. So far, anyway. And gets on first base.
Next up will be Kyle Farmer.
Kyle Farmer
Hits it foul off
gets
to the
another
right
chance
out of
to
play. He's
go
1 for
yard
2
off of
in this
Jason.
one.
I'd like to avoid that if at all possible.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Swung on the curveball, and that'll be strike 2.
And it's 0-2.
As a hitter,
I'm going to
you
go
know
for
the
a
pitcher's
fly
trying
ball
to
off of
work it
him.
down around the knees.
I mean, I'm going to
It's
go
a
for a
situation,
strikeout,
so
actually, but
making him get a pitch up and actually in
gonna
the
put a
zone
ball high in the
is a
zone,
must.
and hopefully he either swings right through it or he pops it up. Either way, I'm happy. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Jason. Only 4 through 5 2/3 so far. That'll bring up JJ Harrell. Oh dear, Kyle Farmer. I think that you've had a bat malfunction, sir.
Into the box, JJ Harrell.
Ooh.
He looks at a fastball.
Now you
that's
call
in there
a
for
strike like
one.
that.
He's 0 for 2 in the ball game.
I don't get this ump, sir. I don't get this ump at all. He's going on a curveball. But that, even though it's kind of a bad throw, they're going to catch him stealing, and that is going to end the inning.
Look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. We're back to Friday Night Baseball.
Nice
on the
twist
show.
there, and that is going to end the inning. So JJ Harrell comes out. We are now up 7-2.
Need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings.
Fastball
Down by a
up and
bubble.
away
It's
for
time to
strike
get some
1.
base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Objective number 1 right here.
Incidentally, as a part of this whole moving process, I've had to rejig my whole setup, and things are a little bit different. So if things aren't quite right, sound quality is not where it needs to be, volume isn't good enough, make sure you let me know so I can continue to fiddle with it, hopefully get it to a point where we don't have any problems. Get it back to where it used to be.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
You call that earlier call that earlier ball out of the zone a strike, and you call that a ball. Ump, you're killing me here.
Back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
2 balls and no strikes to the
Ump,
Mets center
please.
fielder.
Please, I'm begging you. Look, I'll throw one, middle of the zone.
Cut fastball
There you
in
go.
for a strike 2-1. Harrell gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Chops the changeup down. That's strike 2. Fouls off another changeup. That'll be another 2-2 pitch he gets to see.
The 2-2 one more time.
And the 12-6
Just hung
fouls
in there
that
on
off.
one. Boy, good
Cutter up and in, and that is going to be another strikeout. So
It's always nice to
Brian
keep the guy that
Quinones
has good wheels off base,
gets
and that's
nothing
just what they
for
did
his
right
effort,
there.
and that'll
Big
be the first
strikeout,
out of the inning.
keep that guy off the base path.
Next
to the plate,
Bradley Zimmer will be
pinch
subbing
hitter
off the
Bradley
bench here.
Zimmer.
So pinch hit with the runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Bradley.
See what we got on him. Called a fastball down and away.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. He comes in with that
Taken for
average
strike 1. Bradley Zimmer, pretty
6
good
home
results
runs,
against Jason in the
18
past.
driven in.
357 batting average, 786 OPS for 339 out WOBA. Actually, pretty good numbers. So
And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1.
this
And
ump,
the
I'm
reason
telling
he's
you,
working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first putting the runner on.
Rounds
It's
that-
always
oh.
pitch into the defense you have behind you.
and we made the double play on a beautiful 3-6-1 double play, I believe it was. And if Jason is going to be left in, he's going to get another at bat. Otherwise, his day is done. 7 innings in the books. Phillies up 7-2. They are going to give Jason a swing at the bat here. How fun? How fun is that?
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has.
Swung on it, but no pop behind it, and that's just going to go for a long flyout.
Nothing happening this time around. 8th inning comes.
They're going to leave Jason in to face Travis Jankowski despite being at 96 pitches on the day so far. First pitch called is a changeup. Taken, strike one.
Good changeup gets the call.
Give him the two-seamer down and away.
1-1
Off
to
the
Mets
plate
leadoff hitter.
for ball one. 31,393 people here in attendance at Citizens Bank Park. The Phillies thank you for your support.
The 1-1.
Cutter up and in is the call. Not the call, but it's what I'm going with.
Time to be alert for
That misses the
signs of
zone
firing
for
here in the
strike
eighth.
two,
He's a
or
pitch
ball
away
two.
From 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, given this team depth.
Fouls
allowing
off the
manager to
fastball
pick
for
some
pitch
serious matchups
100,
when it
and that
comes
is
to
going to
going the
be a
bullpen.
2-2 count.
Oh, you nailed that,
Calls
D-Roll.
for
Now you can go to
low
your
and away
go-to guys, the
fastball.
troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime a starter can get you through 7 innings.
Fouls
the
off
eighth
that
inning
one,
gets
and
the
it
bonus.
is
A job
still
well done
alive
so
at
far.
2-2. Calls for curveball, bottom part of the zone. Let's give it to him.
And
Swung
he
and
struck him
missed.
out.
Jankowski goes down. That should be strikeout number 6 on the day for
yet
Jay.
another strong outing for
It'll be
him
the first
tonight
out of the
as we
inning.
Show you the league leaders in ERA, and as you can see there, he in fact leads
Yeah, that
the
ERA
NL
is
in
not
that
as good
category.
now as it used to be, but, you know, still very impressive.
Olsen. Here's the first
Fastball
pitch to him.
away, first pitch.
Line drive to center
Liner, it's going to get down in
That's
center
into the
field, and that's going to be a
outfield for
base
one-out
hit.
base
So
hit.
Rich Olson, 2 for 4 on the day with a stolen base. And you got to figure that's going to do it for Jason. No, they're going to leave him in.
Stepping into
Surprise,
the box,
surprise.
Chet Ellis. No
Guess they
hits
don't
in his
try- I guess they
tries
really
so
don't
far.
trust their
He struck
bullpen.
out once. First delivery to him on the way. Hit
Fouls off
hard
the
down the left
fastball.
field line. But this
Nobody
is
out
gonna
there to get it, and
fouled.
that'll be strike 1.
Hey, have a rip. Like you can. Here you go.
This is pulled into right.
That's going to get down into right again, and that is going to be another base hit. So Chet Ellis gets on base.
No further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a
And they're going to leave Jason in still.
But no one has been
Ruben
able to
Street.
come up with that big knock.
4th time at bat.
Trouble the entire time so far.
Had a homer earlier in the game. Another one would be not devastating, but it certainly wouldn't be good for anybody's health.
Ruben Street
Least of all,
stands in
Jason's.
as he looks at a called strike.
Curveball
Breaking ball as it gets
drops into the
bottom
top of the zone for strike
Man, find
2.
yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Swung on and missed. Ruben Street goes down on strikes. Number 7 on the day for Jason. Leaves runners first and second. Now there's 2 outs. So any out is going to get him out of it scoreless. And who should come to the plate but Javier Baez. 1 for 3 on the night. He's got a single. Career 429 slugging, 750 OPS. Good for a 321 WOBA, and really good numbers. We want to strike him out.
From the stretch.
Fastball down and away.
On the
Called
corner at
strike
the knees,
1
0-1.
on the black. Another one just below the zone.
Just off the black, and it's
Ball
even
1.
at 1. The 1-1 home. Taken below
Twitches
the
at
zone
that
for a
one.
ball.
It's right on the
A lot of
corner, but
times
it's
you see
called
guys get
ball
too
2.
aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself
Another
ahead
one
in the
on the
count now.
black.
3-1
That
to
one
him
is
now.
ball 3.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Weakly hit to third.
Chops it over to third. Michael Franco makes the play to second, and that is going to get him out of the inning. We didn't get the strikeout, but we got out of it without allowing a run, and that's almost as important. Phillies go into the bottom of the 8th, up 7-2. And Dave Dolan coming in out of the bullpen to shut things down today. I don't know if he's quite our closer or if he's just kind of a dude with an arm that they're going to throw out here, but regardless, Jason's day is done after 8 innings. Let's see how we do. Survey says
I expect this series to be a battle. So to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd.
Well, it's not a game Jason's going to be boasting about anytime soon, but he came out here and did his job, pitching for 8 innings, allowing 2 runs on 8 hits and 2 walks, including those 2 home runs, collected 7 strikeouts and got himself the win. He goes to 5-2 on the year, and he goes to 105-47 in his career. His ERA has gone to 1.66, his FIP is at 2.71, and his xFIP is at 3.86. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.